is what's the word I'm looking for? It does affect the way the story is told, as they're up in the north, which isn't as bad as the south. As you can see from how Milkman ends up being somewhere in the middle of the book when talking about black people and how Guitar was talking about Emmett Till and what happened to him. But since Milkman grew up in the north, which was slightly better than how black people were being treated in the south, he has this viewpoint where it's like, I don't really see the problem. I don't see the reason why you're so angry. So I feel like if the book was instead set in the south, each character would be completely different, including Milkman most definitely, as he may have been Guitar if he was instead born in the south and not the north. And Pilot wouldn't be how she was, this caring, loving nature who's not materialistic. And Macon may have been Guitar as well, in the sense of, we gotta fight for our fellow black people, and we gotta get rid of the white man. Or maybe it could have been switched totally, where they have this intense fear and fright of dying, or seeing their loved one die, that they may not be their own person, in the sense of they can't express themselves and they don't have a personality, they don't have different traits, because they're raised in this environment where it's caged and locked down. So I feel like the setting does really matter on how the story is told. And so since it's in the north, the story has more to go off of instead if it was held in the south.
How emotionally or intellectually satisfying did you find the conclusion of the novel or short story?
I actually like the ending of the novel, and to me personally, I think it fits well with the theme of flight, because throughout the novel, flight was said to be freedom or abandonment, and both characters, Guitar and Milkman, have done this, where Milkman has found his new identity, but he's also abandoned people from finding himself. And Guitar, he's abandoned, I guess you could say he abandoned Milkman, in the sense of they ended up having conflict with one another because of their views on how they view the black community and the white community. So at the end of the novel, it's hinted at that they did fall off the cliff because Milkman jumped at him. And so with that momentum of Milkman jumping at Guitar, they would tumble off the cliff. And that, in a sense, is kind of like flying. So I like to think of it as it's taking both of them, both characters who've had problems and affected other people in a negative way, and it's taking them out of the picture in the sense of they're flying to get rid to what am I looking for? I guess to bring back the balance of what they did. Because flying doesn't necessarily mean you yourself are starting up to fly.